it hurts instead. Yum. Tasty water. Done with that. Check that out. G'day guys, we're back with this fun landscape painting. We're making some good ground on it and we're far from done yet. More paint, same brushes as yesterday, and here we go. Now one thing I'm going to do today that I didn't do yesterday, naughty, is I'm going to chuck on the sound system. You need to tell me if the sound's okay, team. Because I'm hoping that it is. I'm really hoping that it is. And we're going to start with this brush, down in there, and we are ready. Are we ready? We're just about ready. I think we're ready. Get started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Da-ba-dee-ba-ba-da-da. Swapping to the colour picture. Because I feel like colour today. I really, really do. Okay. Naples, and then combining into the Naples. No, I don't want the green oxide. You know I don't want the green oxide. Sap green is what we want. Now I'm going to pounce in and out of the comment section so I can, hey Amber. Yes, we're going to make some progress here. Marty, welcome on in. Steve, welcome on in, guys. So, wild, lots of colour, far from there yet. But today is the day to basically do exactly what we did yesterday. We're just going to attack it with a whole bunch of wild colours. It needs that colour all through it. A portrait can be done suddenly with a few swishes, but a landscape needs the depth of just many, many pigments, one on top of the other, blowing out in all directions. So, there's no time like the present. No time like the present. I am going to get started. Naples up first. Okay. A little bit of Naples. Dotted around. You have to excuse me here, guys. I'm wearing these shoes, but honestly, I feel like I need to feel the grass. That is a million times better. That is a million times better. The weather here is absolutely fantastic. You are correct. We have been gifted with the most beautiful days. And the shadow of the day will embrace the world in grey, and the sun will set for you. I always seem to get a song stuck in my head. It doesn't happen, but as soon as I start painting, I guess that's what I say when we talk about getting inspiration from art. The moment I start painting, a song gets stuck in my head. I think that's a good sign for a good session. New Zealand is a place. Is it the best? This is the question. This is the question. I think every place has its own little perks. New Zealand has its perks. Beautiful, mild weather. Wonderful, wonderful landscapes, great coffee. Reasonable people. So there are perks to love about New Zealand, but to say that actually New Zealand's the best, God, I don't know. places like San Sebastian in Spain, places like Gili Air, places like in Indonesia, Java in Indonesia. It depends what we define as perfect. New Zealand's got a lot going for it, there's no doubt. Perfect though? Well, just like a piece of artwork, I think that's subjective. I think that is subjective. How is it not the best? Well, I think the question would come down to what's your opinion of the best? Because for some people, if you live in the state of Maine in America or New York, maybe you rate having certain facilities and utilities available to you as what would constitute the best. And that's okay. Facilities, New York should probably win. Their galleries, what they have available to them, all that sort of thing. Expanse, Yellowstone, it's a bigger place. If size matters, I guess Australia wins, just in the sheer mass of their continent. But no one really says, oh, Australia's better because it's bigger, so that refutes that idea, in my mind anyway. And the shadow of the grey. Okay. Get some vitality in here. I'm sitting here, even though the sun's beating down on me, I'm arguably just a little bit lethargic. So I want to get that out of the system. Perfect temperature. It is today. It definitely is today. Yesterday, if you were here for yesterday's stream, we definitely got a wee bit cold, actually. So, these things happen. Here we go. And the sun will set for you. Hey, in the shadow of the day. We're gonna go next. We'll embrace the world in grey. There we go. Cross through there. Beautiful. Come on down low. Come on. Hold on to me. A little bit of ultramarine in this now, darken it up a wee bit. It's always 50 to 80 in New Zealand. 50 to 80. Hopefully that's Fahrenheit. We'll embrace the world in grey. There we go. Deeper, darker colour. And the sun will set for you. Beautiful. Slashing it around. Driving around. Hello from Argentina. Welcome on in, guys. And guys, we've been hanging out here and we've already hit 2,000 likes. You absolute bunch of legends. That's 2,000 times someone touched their phone on the screen to just say, hey, I'm having a good time. Kind of like at a music concert where you put your hand in the air, every fist pump. I guess giving a like on a TikTok live stream is the equivalent to a fist pump at a Woodstock concert. Times have changed, but still a good thing. I guess it would have been a pretty cool feeling though, in those old school Woodstock days, to be up on that stage looking out at everyone and having people cheering or enjoying themselves. Like, for anyone who was at that sort of a place at that moment in time, they saw something special, which I think it's special regardless of whether it happens again or not. It's the question that, or the possibility that it might actually not. And if it might actually not, well, that's pretty precious. Shadow of the day. We'll embrace the world in grey. Yeah, the sun's too bright. Okay. We'll set for you. These mountains need to fall down a little more. There we go. Here we are. Yeah, in the shadow of the grey, we'll embrace the world in grey. And the sun will set for you. Oh, excuse me, excusez-moi. And the sun. Oh. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fahrenheit. Indeed. And hello, Pepe. How you doing? I'm going to grab just a little bit of white and black. Maybe a little bit of this too, if it's going to come out for me. Ba 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 da ba ba. Little bit of that, little bit of that. Black, you potent, potent nemesis. Beautiful, but so, so, so strong. Just a touch. There we go. Shadow of the day, we'll embrace the world in grey. Got a little seal on top, we'll deal with that. Oh. Oh, now we're talking. I once cried looking at a Monet. It can have that effect on you. I'm reading a comment there. I don't think I've ever cried looking at a Monet, but just because I haven't driven a race car doesn't mean I'm not aware they go fast. Monets will bring you to tears, that use of colour. It's actually, for a brief moment, I think one of the fun things you can tell when you look at a Van Gogh work is you can see an element, not of his pain, but you can see a tortured individual who found peace in art, sometimes by looking at his artwork, and that's kind of special, I reckon. Just my hair's getting a bit long in the fringe, so I'm just dicing it up a bit to keep it out of there. We're a fan of the race car analogy. Don't get the wrong idea though. I have no idea about race cars whatsoever. In the shadow of the day, we'll embrace the world in grey. Whew. I swear, guys, that must be terrible for your ears, those motorbikes. Can't describe the emotions. Well, I would say try. Give it a good go. And the reason I'd say that is, if you can't describe them, not that you need to quantify them, but if you try and understand them, you got a better chance of finding more things which are synonymous to it. More things you can pursue which match the feeling that you got from that Monet. If only you can figure out what about it was it. What about that particular picture drove you to tears in that moment? Hey John, how you doing? Everything all at once, that's why I like the style. That is exactly what we're doing. Rather than just building up from one corner to the other one, actually just raging at everything, and pulling the whole work out at once. That's the plan. I saw this work and I knew I need to appreciate it more closely. Is that that's probably the Monet you're talking about there. And yeah. He's got the kind of work that the closer you get to it, you see more of those brush strokes. You never fully see the picture. There's too many little nuances in the colour to understand. And because of that, Monet is the kind of picture that no matter how many times you see it, a part of you always sees it for the first time. That's pretty special. In my mind, that's special. The green grass is making the greens pop in the painting. Fantastic. Did you hear? I'm glad that's the case, actually. Good place to be. Did you hear the CEO of IKEA was named Prime Minister? He's currently assembling his cabinet. Fair. It's a very good one. It's a good one. I wonder how long you've had that pun for and how long you might have had to box it in. I'm sorry, I tried. This work appeared in my feed and I can't stop scrolling to appreciate. Oh, fantastic. Well, give it some time too, because this stage here, you'll see some things more potent now than you will on the end product, like the stark whites, these deep dark areas, and definitely right now, that pink. These colors will fade back so we can enjoy them now, but know that the end product may have traces of them, but not the expounding intensity that they currently have. You should paint, is that right? It's a funny idea, but guys, one thing I'll say is that we do a lot of streams here, and for those who are here regularly, you'll know that some of the streams have 20 people watching. Some of the streams have 100, some of the streams have 500 people watching. You know, and up and up and up. But the question is, or the most fun streams I find, the ones that really, I feel like we have meaningful conversations, and I feel like we delve into things quite deeply, and I feel like we make good ground connecting, but also painting, are the streams with about 40 to 50 people in them. I say 40 to 50 because I feel like when we get that tight-knit audience, people come in with some quite compelling questions. But when you do the big audiences, you'll find that although they're fun, we typically trawl over the same questions that we've answered previously. We don't break new ground. I think an example is like where's your inspiration come from, or why are you painting outside? Why do you move around so much? As he's painting, he looks like he needs to pee. I don't know. Ridiculous comments, guys. The big streams are big and they're fun, but to actually be able to have a smaller group and delve into something, you know, really get to the bottom of an issue or a conversation or a mental element that we face, that's fantastic. I was talking with a friend this morning actually, and we were actually talking about, I was telling him about artistic mental blocks and artistic battles and challenges that artists face. So we were talking yesterday about the toolkit and having a toolkit ready for when you fly off the rails, basically. A bunch of solutions that you take to save your craft when you need to. And basically, it always surprises me how many artists out there in the world, I was saying yesterday, how many artists out there in the world don't have a toolkit for if they fly off the rails, don't have an emergency plan ready for when their blocks come. They just expect that if the block happens, they'll deal with it on the spot. Imagine, like I was saying, and again, I was saying this yesterday, but imagine a tsunami came in and you knew a tsunami was coming. It wasn't a matter of if, but a matter of when. And you just didn't prepare for it. You just said that, no, when it comes, I'll start preparing when it happens and I'll deal with it then. That would be an outrageous stance to take on a tsunami approaching. You want to have rations ready, you want to have emergency evacuation things ready, whatever it might be, they need to be ready. Agree, perfect. Cheers, Pepe, I appreciate that. Haters gonna hate, potatoes gonna potate. This is true. True words spoken by Chad. Very true words. Ideally, we'd love the colours to stay that way until the end. More colours, but we want to keep that great, vibrant, vivid nature to them. That vivid element certainly wants to stay in the picture if we can retain it. Every colour standing on its own 2 feet, adding a powerful punch to the overall picture. That's what we're after. There we go. shadow of the day. Praise the world in grey. There we go. Beautiful. Hello, Jose. Welcome on in. Lovely to have you here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Cheers, guys. Appreciate that. G'day, mate. How you doing? Good, good. Where's the accent from? France. Jeepers, you've come a long way to see me paint.
What?
You've come a long way to see me paint.
Come along.
It's okay. Oh dear. Bada bing, ba bada bung bung. Bada dee, la da da dee. Ooh, too bright. Too bright. A little bit of black. Oh, you realise that, Pepe? That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I'll tell you what. That's what we're making. Do you see it yet? Do you see it? Can you see it? Bada bim ba bum bum bum. Bada bee. La bada bee. Boo. Hey ya. And you're from France too?
Yeah.
You both come travelling all the way from France?
Yeah.
Jeepers creepers, I didn't realise I was that famous yet.
You are. So that's what you're doing. Painting.
That's exactly what's happening. It's exactly what's happening. Are you travelling north or south?
We went to south already.
Went to south already and now we're heading north, are we?
Yeah.
I see.
And enjoying life, I guess.
Working and enjoying life. It's a good plan. I like the plan. Here we go. Deep dark green. What do you think?
That's a big, like, must be lots of work.
Lots of paint. Lots of paint. Do you think we're finished now? Do you have room you can buy if you like? I can start another one. It's totally okay. Put it under the mattress. There we go. Easy.
Yeah, but we'd be ashamed not to see it every day, so.
That's true. That's true. I've changed my mind then. You can't have it.
Probably for the best.
Do, do, do. Loot, do, do, do. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Safe driving, guys. Look after yourselves. Cheers. Bye. Oh, the birds are fantastic. A lot of bird life around here. A lot of bird life. Lots of bird life. Alrighty tighty. Where are you? It's sunny, it's cold in Wellington. This is Auckland. This is Auckland. And we're enjoying the sounds of the birds. Pepe's enjoying the painting. You're more hypnotised than the lovely French couple was. They weren't quite hypnotised with it. I think they were confused as to what a Kiwi was doing out in public painting. But I don't know. I feel like maybe their taste for art regressed since the French Impressionist period. That's not fair. That's not fair. I'm sorry. They're just two lovely backpackers going about their day. How do I get one of your beautiful paintings? I'm in Chicago. And need something to brighten my, absolutely. Okay, so in terms of getting a painting, the best way to do it, I've got two currently in my private collection, but if you want something unique and special just for your space, then the best thing to do, like we're doing here, is leap on the link in the bio and fill out the commission form. From there, I'll get in touch and just outline what a project looks like, so how it would happen, the timeline, what to expect, and from there, even if you don't go for it, you have an idea of what it would be like if you were to commission an artist. Maybe once we start talking, you think, actually, I like the idea of art for the space, but ironically, you're the right artist to talk to, but not the right artist for the project. And there has been a few projects where I have actually turned down the client and said, look, this is the artist you want to use for this. You know, because like I say, my artwork's like a shot of whiskey. You know, it's not for everyone. It's not everyone's cup of tea. It's beautiful, it's colourful, but to really see it, is you need that eye for it. Hello from French Polynesia, welcome on in, Spacey. Ah, where you live today. Ooh. And the shadow of the day still stuck in my head. I'm trying to get it out. Cut this in here a wee bit. Yes, Pippi, it's correct. Link is in the profile. And, oh, speaking of commissions though, this month is booked out, completely stacked. So, if you're after something, we'll be talking about the following month, which is perfectly fine. But now's the time to start talking about it. Best time to start talking about it. Just gonna widen that river out a little bit. There we go. Here we are. There's that spring gently taking form, nibbling out through there. Whew. All right. Matthew McConaughey. Oh, pardon me. Beautiful. All right, let's have a little look-see at that. Yes, we are in a good space. Just gonna keep going. The trajectory we're on, the colors we're using. In the shadow of the day, will embrace the world in grey. I need more blue, baby. Need more blue, baby. Can you nearly hear enough? When you're going for depth in water, you can never use enough ultramarine blue. It just keeps gobbling it up. Cheers, Steve. But yeah, like I was saying, it's not so much about filling the commission form to say, oh, I must have a painting now. Some clients do, but actually the majority is actually more, I'm interested. Talk me through how this would work. Because everyone's different. Your needs, you're an individual. You think in different ways. You feel in different ways. We want to feel similar things, but the way in which we feel them is unique. So we need to give ourselves an opportunity to actually do that. There we go. shadow of the day will embrace the world in grey. Where are you actually? And hello to Toronto, Cat. Welcome on in. Okay, I am out in Auckland at the moment, enjoying the beautiful Auckland sun, raining down here. We've got plenty of time, we've got plenty of water, and our goal is to capture this ranch one delightful, loose, wild paint stroke at a time. That's the plan. There we go, going for more of a murky blue now. Here in the shadow of the day will embrace the world in grey. There's a mountain up here, where are you hiding? The sun will set for you. Bada bing, ba bum, ba boom. Bada ding, da dun, da dum dum. Bada bing, bang, bang, ba boom, boom. Stand back and have a bit of a geese, team. We're on the right track. We're on the right track. There we go, bit of yellow in there. Oh, baby. Alrighty, tighty. Really enjoying watching this painting unfold. It's beautiful. It's a wild one. It's going in a lot of different directions. So it's, like I say, it needs that layering. Craves that layer. Without the layering, this picture won't be able to come together. So fundamental. Fundamental. And RC, welcome on in. All right, paid time. If you weren't an artist, what would you want to be? I would want to be a teacher or a counselor. I think those people do amazing works. I think although they don't make art, they fundamentally connect and try and grow people and bring joy to people's lives. And I think that's a fantastic thing to be doing. I'd want to do it probably for a teacher and counsellor for high school students. High school or primary school. Only because I sort of know what I went through, not went through, but like what I felt or who I was in high school and how I was insecure or how I was feeling certain emotions. And I feel like me as a counsellor might be able to look after me as a kid, whether that's naive or arrogant to think so. Not completely look after and fix, but look after in the way that actually I might know what I need or be able to get through to me. And that would be so beautiful. So on the hope, the whim, that I could have that effect on another kid, or even, I was greedy enough to say it, multiple kids, that would be a worthwhile endeavour, I think. That would be a worthwhile endeavour. You can see me being both. Favorotto, thank you for coming on in. Mike, welcome on in. Good to have you here. You come at a great time as well. We're not finishing up this time. We are hanging out here, Mike. We've got way more to go. The sunlight doesn't look strong at the moment because it's dipped behind a cloud, but it's not going anywhere. It's staying with us for longer. For longer. Dum ba dum ba ba bum ba dum ba ba ba. La ba da beep ba ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba wa ba da ba wa ba da ba. Give me a bit more darkness. Give me that black, deep, dark black. I want to sit ringside and watch you paint a picture. RC, we are painting a giant ranch. So, tons and tons of layers. Big, expansive landscape. So I'll show you here actually. And ringside would be fun. A couple of people do actually. They hang out here behind the camera. You don't really see them. They sort of, I might wave just gently to them and then they'll hang out, watch, and then just do a little wave and hit on the track. Anyway, sorry. There's our picture, black and white. I'm putting it right there. Ready for me to drop it down? There we go. So it's in the making, team. It's in the making. We're having some fun with it. Definitely having some fun. Voila. David, do you sell your art? Do I sell the art? Couple of questions there. Do I want to sell the art? Personally, I wish I could hoard it. I wish I could have a giant warehouse with it on all the walls and just do a new project every week, and then instead of calling the pictures any kind of names like Sunflower or, you know, Long Wave or 700 Springs Ranch or Puppy's Portrait, I would just call them, you know, the date each week, and then there would just be hundreds and hundreds of paintings all along the walls of the shed, and you could go in there and you could just, instead of seeing every painting, I mean, they'd be an individual in their own right, but instead of seeing that, no, in fact, change the plan. I've already changed the plan. Reconfigure. Give them names, exactly like I'm doing, but arrange them week by week. And so that way you can walk through the shed. And I want it to be a shed, not an art gallery. I don't want there to be white walls. I want there to be a very, very organic wooden building, a shed. I want you to walk past each piece of work and see the graduation in my style, my philosophy and thought process through the pictures. And then I'd have little scribbles of diary notes, like stapled around the walls. Not a huge amount, not a crazy amount, but like one every 3 artworks. And so you can sort of follow the philosophy of the art around these hundreds of works. And you just walk through it like a museum or a gallery. And by the end of it, you've gone on the journey that I went on when I made the art. Now, the reality of the situation is I do sell the art, so I can't do that. If that ever happened one day, it would be with digital files, and although it would be close to that, it wouldn't be the raw paint in front of me. Would it feel the same? I don't know. I don't know, but I think that would be my method. But yeah, to answer the question though, the paintings sell all over the world. They go to, I think, the most distant places they go. I mean, they start in New Zealand, which is far away from anything to start with, but go to South Africa, Europe, America, all over the States. I haven't sent to Alaska or South or North Dakota yet. Definitely not those three. But Hawaii, New York, Chicago, which is technically Illinois, I suppose. Texas, this one's going to Texas. But like I say, I would just love to keep them. I would love to switch the whole arrangement on its head. New Jersey's ticked off, yes. I would love to tick the by one collector in New Jersey. That's why it rings a bell. I would love to get commission for paintings. So someone to come with me and say, hey, paint my family, paint my dog, paint my view, and for them to fill out the commission form. But actually, I would keep the painting and I would give them a print. And so it sounds selfish, but the cost would come way down. I'd get to keep the painting and they would get a one-of-one print of the painting. And so you can see your work made into art and know the art exists, but then I get to keep everything. It's so selfish. I know it's selfish. This is why it's a fantasy. It's not a real thing we're going to do. Great job, excellent work, enjoyed it very much. Many congratulations, excellent, thank you, Pepe. And David, where does one find your artwork for sale? That's a great question. So usually I'd say link in the bio on the website, but for the last 9 months, I've been sold out. There's nothing available. So you can buy prints and jigsaws and soon leggings on the website, but you can't buy originals, and it's my fault. I'm sorry. Now, they will come available once I can get ahead of demand. And actually, you could just splatter some paint on some surfaces. And yeah, I could stop talking to you right now, turn that off, and smash out 5 canvases and be like, hey, look, art's for sale. But that's not the point. The point is to actually go through the process, share this with you guys, and actually make the art feel valued. You know, if I suddenly said, hey, look, here's 5 originals you've never seen, I did them in private, I did them fast as possible, how does that result reflect on the process? Or process reflect on the result? I think what it says is, this process wasn't something I wanted to share, it was something I wanted to race through. It's not something I paused to talk with, it was something I focused on and smashed out. It kind of feels like not only the job, I should say the artwork, not only the artwork, but the collector was a number. And that's not how I personally operate. I feel like the collector is a person to be connected with. I don't like the idea of artwork being in a gallery where a person just buys it and this faceless person now owns your art, and that with your art, if it's art and not craft, you're revealing a part of yourself through it. It really is a part of you. So it feels weird if you're okay with the idea of going, hey, any stranger can own this as long as I get paid. It's the wrong mentality. So I like to know the collectors. I like to connect with collectors. And then I like to make something which I'm personally, emotionally invested in. And that takes emotional energy. You can't do that one after another. You could make cold renditions, but to invest emotional energy, this stuff takes a while to recuperate. And so emotional energy, relationship with the painting. Relationship sounds like a weird word because it's an inanimate object, but then when the collector has it, it's actually something that they can form a relationship with. It's something that they can bring into their life. I'm not saying you fully personify it in that sense, but actually it's something unique that you can see value in, like a necklace. Or for me, I've got some stones that I had when I was a 5-year-old, which I still carry with me. I have an emotional connection to them. So you want a painting that will last 20, 50, however many years that you want it for. It shouldn't fade, it should last with you. So if you choose to remain or retain that connection, the painting will always be there for you, ideally. David, it's funny you say that. Raise your price, supply and demand, make more money. Yeah, definitely. Make tons of money. You know, cool. if I wanted money, I wouldn't have become an artist. You don't make art to make money. You make money to make art. That doesn't mean be the worst businessman of all time, but that means make enough. And then if you turn it into something, and I know it's a capitalist society, I get that, but if you make your art something which is deeply, intrinsically connected with monetization, you won't be able to actually infuse it with that love and emotion that it needs. So yes, the prices have gone up. They have gone up, but with those prices going up, one really cool thing I've been able to do is, rather than just sitting there pocketing more and more cash, which I don't know why, but it didn't sit right once I had enough, you know, because demand just keeps going up, is I've started donating it. So one really cool thing that happens, like this commission right here, this is really cool, this is a great example because this commission's right here for it, is this commission has actually, once it's sent off and in Texas, it's going to help support mental health here in New Zealand. So one thing that I love, and this is a mental health thing for me, we talk about artists crashing and depression and artist blocks and things like that. One thing that helps me get over those things while I'm painting, if I'm in that space, is if a portion of the profits, you know, and be it a third, be it half, whatever, go to support mental health in New Zealand, go to help counsellors look after kids who, like me, may have been a confused, insecure teenage kid who was doing painting at an all-boys school and didn't really know where he fitted in or what he was going to turn into, but sort of was just fumbling around in a dark room. Yeah, get counsellors where they're needed and look after those people, because that's what I would have needed. That would have been lovely. And to know that every time you put a brushstroke on the surface, there is a very real possibility that this painting could save a life. Now that's a compelling vision that I can get on board with. I can't get on board. I can't get up and paint and put emotional investment into something if the end game of it, if the end game is, I'm going to make money from this. I would just prefer to sell cars. Just make me a car salesman and I can just liaise with guests and get them a coffee and talk with them and befriend them and then sell them a car for a big ticket price. I don't want to put, I take the emotion out of it completely. But if there's going to be emotion in it, I need to know that me sitting here like an absolute drongo, out here in nature with the sun beating down on me, with a painting here of a place which is literally over 11,000 miles or Ks, or I think that's the distance to Canada, not to Texas. It doesn't matter. It's so far away, to actually be able to know that this crazy little process might save a life, a kid's life. Man, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Like, I don't care how you feel about the art. I don't care how you feel about me. The fact that we're here splashing around colored liquid with a paintbrush on a 2D surface and we could save a kid's life, we're in a pretty cool space. This is a cool space. What you're doing here, what I'm doing here, it provides everything with purpose. So, depending on the picture, size and things like that, and commission, depends on how much gets donated, but typically once you remove all the material costs, it usually lands around half, but I'm just taking a punt there, usually around half. And I think that's the best way to do it. So anyway, this is 700 Springs Ranch. And I've been talking actually with the group the donation's going to go to, the I Am Hope charity here in New Zealand. They actually do children's books. And I was going to start getting some signed children's books, you know, mental health stories and whatnot from these kids. And so, you know, that are in these books to help New Zealanders and actually include them in the delivery of the artwork, because a letter's fun and an invoice, you know, and knowing it happened is fun, but I feel like it's kind of cool to get more touch points, you know, these little things. Is Shelby into painting as much as you are? RG, she is as much into my vision as I am, the painting. Shelby probably has the same view on painting as I do. I didn't do painting for a long time because I thought I could put more good out into the world and provide more value as a human being by working a 9-to-5 job. And the error I made, the big error I made, was not realizing that a selfish pursuit like painting, because it is a selfish pursuit, this is something that I like to do and express myself through, that I could actually bring more good into the world. And it literally took me until about the age of 28. I'm 31 now, 28 to realize that. And once I realized that, I swapped over completely. I stopped painting quietly in isolation for me, and I went public that I paint after about 10 years of silence. So that's why I've showed up just randomly. But after 10 years of silence, I went public that I paint about 2 years ago. And it's really, really cool to actually be in the space right here, right now, with some of the collectors who were here originally. You know, early in the piece when I first started streaming on TikTok. Well, I first started on Reddit actually. That's going well back. Shelby is the mother of my child and the lovely, beautiful woman who I live with and supports me in this crazy, wild pursuit like painting. Painting's tough, guys, because it's not a 9-to-5 job. There's not consistency to it, and you're putting so much emotional investment in what you're making, it drains you and changes you. It absolutely changes you, and you need a partner in crime who accepts those changes that occur in you and supports you through that. If you're going to work, because painting is emotions, a robot can generate whatever color palette you want onto a surface and make it appear, but only a human can infuse it with real emotion and put it there in front of you. So when we talk about real emotion infused into every brushstroke, you know, to actually be able to see that a human's made it, evidence of a human being there, kind of like those caves in Turkey. You look at those and you can see that however long ago there was an ancient ancestor of ours who etched cave paintings into this wall. That's glorious. That's glorious. Painting works in a similar way. You look at it and you can feel each little brushstroke, each little moment that made the whole painting come together. Yeah, you don't deal with emotions and not get emotional. You'll fight, you'll battle, and you need a partner that supports you through that. I love your spirit. Stay true to yourself. You're awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. Legendary. Welcome on in as we dice around some of these naughty little green colors. Not a little greener. Greener beaner. There we go, that goes. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-beep-boom. Party rock. Party rockets in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. We gon' make you lose your mind. We just wanna see you do. Shake that. Bow. Yeah, that's going well. That's going well. Needs more. But it's heading in the right direction. In all the right ways. Thanks, Pepe. Nitani Lion Todd, welcome on in. I think we're going to swap over from here though. Here we go. And SDK, thank you. But no, just a Kiwi with a paintbrush. sharing the process here, guys. For us to spend some time together, slash around some paint, see what we can make. I think the whole process of painting as well, the process of painting is a beautiful thing. But there are these simple little pockets like right now where we can pause and just share a moment. We don't need to find a sermon in every single moment that happens. We can actually just relax. Relax into what we're doing now. What's the next colour gonna be? What's the next colour gonna be? Let's grab a bit of that. 2 more shades of green for a bit of fun. I got paint in my hair. Probably spacey. Probably. It does sound like something I would do. Three little shades of green. Three little shades of green. 3 little birds by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing. Gonna come back for those comments in the second team. Just gonna have a little walk back here, see it from a distance, see how we're feeling, how it's coming together. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. About a thing. Charcoal gets everywhere? Yes. Nature of it. Don't remember the song Time Passengers by Al Stewart? No. I'd probably recognise it if you played it, but not off the top of my head, no. There we go. About a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, singing the rising song. 3 little birds by my doorstep, singing sweet songs. The melodies pure and true, singing. It's every little thing, it's gonna be alright. Whew. Those little sandflies are coming out and they are biting, team. Hey Randy, they are biting. We'll persevere, but man, they might steal the show yet. But actually, it's exactly what we needed, because it's going to make me leap around a little bit more. singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Do-do-do-do-do. Whew. And you're an absolute legend. Thanks for sharing the live. Just hanging out here in this space. And if before this painting even ships to its new owner, we can spread a bit of love with it, then this painting is going to serve some pretty cool purposes out there. Beautiful. Enhancing those greens. Deeper green. Give me the deep, deep green. I wonder if that sun's going to come back around for me. Do I dare to hope? I do hope. I'm hoping it will. Da-dee-da-da-dum. Dee-da-dee-da. La-dee-da-dee-da. La-da-da-da. Lubby-dubby-do-bo. Ba-do-be-do. Well, lubby-dubby-do. Lubby-dubba-do. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Da-dee-da. La-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da. La-ba-ba-da-ba. Da-be-da. Wa-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. La-ba-ba-da-ba. La-ba-dee-ba-ba. Walla-ba-dibba-doo. Wada-dee-ba-doo. Oh, that's the right colour. Yes. Yes, my boy. Get it in there. Walla-da-da-da. Walla-lee-da-da. This is the colour we wanted, team. This is the colour we wanted. This deep, greenish, olivey brown. Sneaking in here. Hello. Give it to me. All through there. Beautiful. And it's going to sneak. Yes. Yes, it is. No, it won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Screaming my name. Pow. Just through there. That's what I was after. That's what this needed across that pink area. Not finished yet. There we go. Beautiful. That's what that needed. That's what that needed. Hello, Joy. Welcome. Thanks, Joy. Coming on down here. Cheers, John. This is a very cool spot. It's getting chilly now, but we've done all right for ourselves so far. We've done very well for ourselves so far. Actually, I'm getting a bit of using a bit of energy here, which is fantastic. Fun little drink bottle. Sitting in the morning, in the rising sun, three-legged bird is by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message for you. Hello from Canada, Matt, welcome on in, you legend. Hope you're having fun. Hope. In Canada right now, I assume it is daytime, nighttime. What is the time in Canada? What is the time in Canada? Matt's like, I'm going quiet now. Ooh, Matt. Matt's up late, everyone. As of right now, if Matt's to be trusted, wink wink, it is 12:30 a.m. in Canada. Which is a brilliant, brilliant time. All right, give me that deeper green. Long time, Betty. Welcome on in. Good to have you here. And how do I pronounce that? Kyra? Kiara? Kiara? Kiara or Kyra? I'm so sorry for not getting it right off the bat, but welcome on in. Good to have you here. 10:30 in Utah. Is that 10:30 a.m. or is that 10:30 p.m.? Because it's 10:30 a.m. You've got a whole day in front of you, and I'm excited for you. PM. 10:30 p.m. So you've had your day. So don't be greedy. But 10:30 p.m. 10:30 p.m. is a perfect time for a little. I'm not saying a couple of hours, but like a 30-minute doom scroll. We all deserve a 30-minute doom scroll, right? Hey, Kimmy. 11 p.m. here in Iowa. Ooh. Is that Dallas? Wait a minute. Dallas, Texas. Mr. Oh, Aggie. Exciting plan, Aggie. This painting is going to be in your state. If we can thread the needle, it may be in your state in the next month. Within the next month. So we do it here, we then frame it, we then take it, get a professional photograph, like a scan done of it, so I can have a permanent digital copy, and then we bada bing ba boom, after I've got that scan and the frame, certificate of authenticity, crate for shipping, so a protective crate that it goes into. You build it exactly once the frame's on it, fits in it, bang on. And then once you've done that, then there's the shipping. Shipping actually, once it's in that crate, surprisingly fast. Like, these things will touch down in Canada or the US or Europe, like bang. So that's always fun. That's always fun. Ooh, go to bed, Florida. It's good to have you here, Florida, but sleepy time. Come on. Love Florida, by the way. Gone to crocodile parks in Florida. They were pretty fun. And there's one adventure park that I love more than any. I've been there twice on 2 separate visits to America, which is like it's like a caravan park, but it's not. It's just caravans that you actually can stay in. It's like that's the style of the hotel, and I just really like it. It's humid there. It's got one of those classic pools and a little swim up bar, and it's beautiful. Argentina, welcome on in, you champion. Got a lot of power issues. That's tough. Oh, because you're a night owl? Night owl gives you power issues? Here we go. Splash this around through here and over the top here. Hey guys, you want to come look at the painting? Oh, do you want to come have a look? So you want to jump over here, guys. There's a live stream going, but if you stand there, I'll give you a picture to look at. How's that sound? This is the picture here. I'll put it down there. That's a picture in Texas. So that picture there, if you look at it, see in the middle there, there's a white patch? That's the water going through it. And then there's hills here with some trees. There's a field here, more trees through here, and some hills at the back, and that's the sky. What do you think?
Good.
Yeah, you like it? Are we on the right track?
Yeah.
What do you think it...
We thought you were showing off.
Showing off?
Because you were dancing. Like this.
I like to move. I like to move. Moving helps when you paint. Otherwise the work looks boring. Doesn't it? Is it working?
Yeah.
Does it look like a fun piece?
Yeah, we thought you were painting those.
No. I should be painting those trees. But I got a big landscape to do. But I got a question for you girls.
We thought you were painting us too.
You as well.
Because we were walking.
Oh, you guys were moving too fast for me. I couldn't catch up. I can't paint that fast. Hey, tell me guys, before you go, what do you think we need to add?
You need to add
People? People? Walking? People walking?
A sun?
A sun?
Yeah.
A sun and people walking?
You don't have an even sun. The sun is up.
The sun's up. All right, when the sun comes up, I add people, what?
We should catch up with Emma. Yeah.
Quick, you're gonna lose her. Quick guys, catch up. See you later. We had some helpers. All right, it's official guys. We need to add people walking and a sun, but only if the sun is up. That is the word in from the advisory panel of today's session. Can I inbox you, Harry Daniels? I mean, possibly. When you say inbox me, please. I do try and check in TikTok messages. The one problem is TikTok messages, I love TikTok. I love the live. It's a fantastic feature, but TikTok messages, I can't send audio messages. I love to send an audio message so you know it's not like a generic, you know, hey, my name's Seb, if you like my art, use this link. And if you want to connect more, use it. Feels inauthentic. I like to speak. Yes, kids are so honest. Pink, welcome on in. It's been a hot minute since we've had you in a stream, unless you've been quietly hanging out there in the background. You just have a look-see at this. What have I got in here? Da 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 da. La ba dee ba da be da. La da dee doo da dee day. Let's grab some orange, just a few little touch points. Nothing major, just a little bit. Little bit. Thanks, Harry. I have returned. Welcome back, Pink. So yes, Harry, if I jump on my inbox there and you're hanging out, I'll check out what message you've got for me. Absolutely. And if you struggle to connect via TikTok, link in the bio, you've got email, you've got every social platform. I'm sure you can track me down. Looking forward to chatting more. Spacey, thank you. No, Demel, they're not my kids, but two lovely individuals. Their mum was heading off over the hill there, so they had to dash. RC, fantastic. Needs some bright yellow. On my 7, every picture needs a bright yellow sun. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Remove the when you're 7 part. Every picture needs a bright yellow sun. Absolutely. Now, I'm not going to do a big circular sun, but I think it is important that this landscape be sun-kissed. So that's the plan here. We're going for that sun-kissed landscape feel. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Ba-ba-dee-ba-ba-dee-da. Thanks, Omega. Appreciate you. All right, how are we sitting? What's our time doing? 4:20. Alrighty tighty. Okie dokie. Let me have just a little look-see here. I think we'll do maybe one last colour. One last colour to round out the session. And let's see what that's going to be. Before these little flies have their way with me. How you started painting? This is a good question. How I started painting. You know, I actually get this question an awful lot. And I think I've always been painting. I don't think there's ever been a part of my life where I haven't been painting, like for me or commercially or for whatever sense. But I think, I think the question makes us feel like there was some moment or process that got you started on a painting journey. Now, I don't think we need to do that to ourselves. Oh, how I noticed I love this? Again, I grew up, I've always had it. I've always loved art. It's been my thing. It'd be like asking a rugby player or a soccer player or a tennis player, how did you know you wanted to play tennis? So, I don't know, it's just always been the thing that I've done. I love it, I breathe it. Painting for me's like that. But I think probably, I don't know, there was always the option. Do you want to go outside and play with a ball, or do you want to paint? I just always chose painting. Just kept being the choice over and over again, and now we're here. All right, a bit more purple. That's the reflection in the water coming in there. I love painting, but I'm really bad at it. So I get frustrated when I try. Any advice? I want to make something for my room. All right, interesting questions. Hey there, how you doing? So I think what you're getting hung up on there way too much is an end result. You've decided you want something for your room, and so you're expecting yourself to make a masterpiece, and you'll settle for nothing less. That's a human condition. You're not weird, you're not different. Well, you are unique, but you're not different with this feeling that you're experiencing. You don't need to make a masterpiece. What you need to do is just to enjoy painting. There's a child in you that wants to just enjoy it. That child's trying to do that. But then a conditioned part of you comes in there and starts to say, this is what art should be. You're not good enough because A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that's a scary thing. You need to quiet that voice. Realize that it's not your own. The voice got into you somehow, but it doesn't belong there. And actually all that belongs is that little child, that inner child, that just wants to enjoy making some painting. Enjoy splashing around something on a surface. Playing. And if you can release that child and calm that voice of a judgmental artistic adult, you'll make something that you'll love. And I mean that because if you think about it, think about something a child makes, you always like it. It has this childish play to it. It has a fun little touch point to it that gives you a thrill. Children's paintings are always just so cute. Now, the difference between a child's painting and an adult's painting is an adult feels like they're doing a bad job while they do it, and therefore they strangle the process and it looks like this contorted, struggled through mess. Whereas a child's painting has this looseness in it because the child always felt like, the whole way through it, that they were doing the right thing and doing a good job. And so the work had this passion to it. So, unlock your inner child, basically. One thing I do, and I know you want art for your room, I know you want that. One thing I do is if I have that kind of a rut going on, where I hate the work that I'm making, hate's a strong word, but sometimes you get into a space, I'll make a work and destroy it. And I'll know that I'm going to do that when I start it. And so my brain subconsciously doesn't get so hung up on the result, it gets hung up on the process. And I enjoy making it the whole way through, knowing that the result will never actually exist. That provides me with the freedom I need to make works like this, loose, crazy, free, chaotic works. Because although we need a result, we do need a result. The result will be evidence of that process. Although we need that, it stops us from getting hung up on that and being able to lose ourselves in a process which is just wild and free. That's all we want. It's all we inherently need. Right, team, we're coming to a close here. I'm splashing around a bit of paint, but actually, for the most part, we're actually done. Not on this work, permanently, but for today. There we go. Beautiful. That's us sorted for today. You'll take that, thanks, you're more than welcome. Guys, Omar, hello. Now guys, I appreciate you coming in here, Omar, but I'm actually just finishing off for today. Peace and blessings, thanks little bits, I appreciate you. Guys, it's been absolutely lovely being here with you guys. 8,000 likes, you're an absolute bunch of champions. Thank you so much. You're all good, Omar. I'll upload this onto Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, YouTube, so wherever you want to find it, the replay will be there. Pink, it was great to have you in here. Doing some wild painting. It's been too long, way too long. Yeah, that's everything, guys. Look after yourselves. And yeah, next time, catch me in there. Cheers, Betty. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining, you pack of legends. I'm gonna go get warm. And this is looking, guys, let me put this in perspective here. we're not there, but we're getting very close. Look at that. Look at that. Yum. All right, I'm done. See you later, guys. Sending love from this random little New Zealand field. Hope you're happy. Hope you're healthy. Bye, team.